Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're decoding something literally mind-blowing. We are going to reverse engineer a massive, highly lucrative asset. Imagine taking a giant household name website like allrecipes.com and completely cloning its underlying business model. Now, previously, pulling something like this off would require a massive team of software engineers, a dedicated design department, and months of coding. But today, we're going to look at how this exact blueprint can be replicated using absolutely zero code and just a single, incredibly powerful AI tool. Okay, let's dive right into this. 117 million. Think about that for a second. That staggering number represents the monthly visitors to our inspiration site, allrecipes.com. That is a colossal amount of traffic for a site whose core function is just sharing meal ideas. It really proves that the simplest of websites, the ones solving an everyday problem like, what's for dinner, are often the ones that end up being the most profitable.
But the traffic is really only half the story. When you look at user behavior, visitors aren't just looking at one single page and bouncing. They're actually pulling up an average of 1.88 pages per visit. When you multiply that out, it cascades into over 219 million total page views every single month. And the real secret ingredient to massive revenue here? It's an RPM, or revenue per mil, of $5. Basically, that means for every 1,000 views, the site gets paid $5. When you bring all that math together, the result is absolutely explosive. We're looking at a seven-figure, $1 million monthly revenue stream generated entirely from passive Google ads. And again, it's all built on one brilliantly simple concept: sharing recipes. The scale is massive, sure, but the foundation is incredibly simple, and that is exactly why it can be replicated.
So here's our exact recipe for today's explainer. First, the $1 million blueprint. Second, designing the culinary canvas. Third, making the site functional. Fourth, building user accounts. And finally, monetizing the platform. We are going to reconstruct this multi-million-dollar asset piece by piece. Section 1, the $1 million website blueprint from idea to AI prompt. So the crucial point here is that before any magic happens, we absolutely have to do our prep work. This is all about going from a blank slate to a highly effective AI prompt. Because in the world of AI web development, your instructions are your code. The initial prompt fed to the AI tool, in this case an agent on Replit, was incredibly specific about the vibe and the layout. It asked for three core things. First, a homepage hero section featuring seasonal and trending recipes to immediately catch the user's eye. Second, a big central search bar with simple top navigation, including links to categories and a My Recipes section. And third, a neatly organized recipe grid utilizing high-quality food photos and soft, warm tones. The entire goal was to create a cozy, welcoming feel that adapts perfectly across desktop, tablet, and mobile screens. Section 2. Designing the culinary canvas, structuring the visuals. Which brings us to the official name of our project, Culinary Canvas. I absolutely love a good alliteration. What is truly remarkable here is how the AI generated a visual layout that successfully matched that initial prompt right off the bat. The hero section, the search bar, the neatly arranged grid, the whole shebang felt smooth, intuitive, and highly professional from the very first generation. Now, to make the site feel deeply curated and incredibly easy to browse, the layout was divided into two distinct tabs right on the homepage. On one side, we have standard meal categories, your classic breakfast, lunch, dinner, and desserts. But on the other side, we have curated collections highlighting things like viral TikTok trends or holiday themes. This structure guides users seamlessly, helping them discover new meals based on their current mood or whatever occasion they're planning for, without having to dig through a search bar every single time. Section 3. Making the site functional. The reality of debugging. Now, having a pretty site is great and all, but it actually has to work. And this is the reality check of AI web development. It's not pure magic where everything just works perfectly on the first try. It requires iterative problem solving. This is especially true when you start pushing the site to filter and search through a massive database of recipes based on ingredients, dietary restrictions, or meal times. Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer simplicity of the human input compared to the massive coding shifts happening in the background. When the search filters were first set up, an error popped up, but the creator didn't rewrite the code. They simply copied the error message and pasted it to the AI. When the search box completely froze, the prompt to the AI wasn't some complex string of logic. It was literally just typing, "No, not working," and then, "No, not responding." And the Replit AI agent just processes that plain English and completely rewrites the underlying framework to fix the problem. It's wild. In this AI-driven workflow, debugging is basically a game of patience, not syntax. The creator tested the keyword search by typing the word pasta. When it failed, they untiringly fed those exact error messages back to the Replit AI. They did the exact same thing when the mobile filters felt a bit clunky, simply telling the AI to make them responsive. You literally just keep bouncing the errors back to the machine until the recipe grid updates instantly and you can finally confirm with a simple, yes, it is working. Section 4. Building user accounts, personalization, and retention. To build a site that sustains millions of views a month, you can't just rely on passing traffic. You absolutely need retention. To keep users coming back, we need to add some flavor by creating a tailored hub where visitors can save their favorite culinary finds. And that means setting up full user authentication. Building out this user flow definitely took a little bit of testing. At first, clicking the My Recipes section just led to a blank area. So the AI was prompted to create a sign-in and register form. Then, after a successful sign-up, the user was awkwardly asked to sign in again. More iterative prompt fixes were required to instruct the AI to automatically sign the user in and seamlessly redirect them right to their personalized My Recipes hub without throwing any errors. And just check out the dynamic features packed into this hub once it was fully functional. Users can save their favorite recipes, generate custom meal planning tools, get recipe recommendations based entirely on their history, and even generate a combined shopping list. There's also this fantastic little detail, an AI-generated print-friendly button. For all the paper-loving cooks out there who prefer taking a physical sheet into the kitchen rather than looking at a glowing screen, this subtle touch works flawlessly and beautifully rounds out a premium user experience. All right, so we've unlocked a massive milestone here. We have a beautiful, responsive, fully functional site that has user accounts to drive real retention. But that brings us to the million-dollar question, quite literally. How do we turn this beautiful, functional traffic into actual passive cash? Section 5. Monetizing the platform, Stripe and Google AdSense. This brings us to the final and definitely the highly anticipated step of the build, monetizing the platform. We're going to integrate both active premium features and passive ad income to mirror the massive monthly revenue of the site we're reverse engineering. And this brilliantly illustrates our dual monetization strategy. On one side, we have a free tier supported passively by Google AdSense banners, granting users standard recipe access. But on the other side, we have a premium tier. By asking the AI to add a Get Advice from a 5-star chef button, the site now offers a $49.99 one-time Stripe checkout for one-on-one professional chef advice. To make this work, the creators simply went to their Stripe developer dashboard, grabbed their secret and public API keys, which, by the way, are basically just secure digital passwords that connect the two accounts, and pasted them right into the AI. Just like that, a secure, functioning checkout page was live. No way it used to be this easy, right? Now, for the passive income side, the steps were just as straightforward. First, the creator prompted the AI to integrate AdSense and style the placeholders to look exactly like live Google Ads. Second, they entered the site name into their AdSense account. Third, they pasted the provided code snippet straight into Replit. And fourth, they just waited. Google usually takes a few days to 2 weeks to review a new site. But because the AI beautifully formatted the placeholders, the site's layout remains completely flawless while you're just waiting for that green light. Let's bring this all together and see what our final takeaway is. No hand-coded frameworks, just smart prompting and real-time problem solving. From the homepage design to the intricate search filters, the personalized meal planners, the secure Stripe checkout, and the ad integration, every single piece was built step by step through an AI agent. It completely proves that a fully functional, monetized platform is completely doable right now without starting from scratch. It really makes you think about the possibilities, doesn't it? With AI tools this incredibly powerful and accessible, what million-dollar idea will you prompt into existence next? You don't have to do it alone, and you definitely don't need a computer science degree anymore. If you found this walkthrough inspiring and helpful, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below with the next massive build you'd love to see explained, and subscribe for more AI-powered tutorials. Thanks for exploring this blueprint with us.